morning of July 25, we flew to Rome in Italy, where we would spend 5 days as the second leg of our European adventure. The Norwegian air shuttle flight was on time in spite of the rain, and the flight from Copenhagen to Rome was a pleasant one. Rome received us with sunny skies and hot temperatures. The Hotel Jolie Nazionale proved to be adequate, and its location was ideal, as most of the Roman monuments were within walking distance. First in our itinerary was lunch, and we stopped at the Ristorante La Taverna dei Monti, where we enjoyed a typical Italian meal. Then we walked down the hill towards the Roman Forum, or what remains of it today. We first encountered the Trajan Forum, where one can admire the imposing column and the market, two of the few well-preserved monuments in the area. The Trajan's column is close to 400 meters tall and was dedicated in 113 AD. The Trajan's column is a Roman triumphal column that commemorates Roman Emperor Trajan's victory in the Dacian Wars. The freestanding column is most famous for its spiral bas-relief, which artistically describes the epic wars between the Romans and Dacians, 101 to 102 and 105 to 106. The column was originally topped with a statue of Trajan. However, this statue disappeared in the Middle Ages. In 1587, the top was crowned with a bronze figure of Saint Peter, which remains to this day. The Forum today is a sprawling ruin of architectural fragments, attracting 4.5 million sightseers yearly, us included. For a better appreciation of the ruins, I will be posting past and present pictures of the different monuments captured from a book I purchased during my visit to Rome in 2013. Modern bronze statue in front of the Trajan's Market, thought to be the world's oldest shopping mall. The shops and apartments were built in a multi-level structure, and it is still possible to visit several of the levels. This was our first glimpse of the Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, built of concrete and stone. It is the largest amphitheater ever built and is considered one of the greatest works of architecture and engineering. Construction began in 72 AD and was completed in 80 AD. The Colosseum could hold, it is estimated, between 50 and 80,000 spectators, having an average audience of some 65,000. The building ceased to be used for entertainment in the early medieval era. Although in the 21st century it stays partially ruined, the Colosseum is an iconic symbol of Imperial Rome. The Arch of Constantine is a triumphal arch that was erected by the Roman Senate to commemorate Constantine's first victory over Maxentius at the Battle of Milvian Bridge on October 28, 312. Dedicated in 315, it is the latest of the existing triumphal arches in Rome. Dominated by the immense mass of the amphitheater, the great square of the Colosseum was inaugurated in AD 135 and then reconstructed by Maxentius around 310, after it had been destroyed by fire. The Altar of the Fatherland, also known as the National Monument to Victor Emmanuel II or Il Vittoriano, is a monument built in honor of Victor Emmanuel, the first king of a unified Italy. It occupies a site between the Piazza Venezia and the Capitoline Hill. Il Vittoriano features stairways, Corinthian columns, fountains, an equestrian sculpture of Victor Emmanuel, and two statues of the goddess Victoria riding on quadrigas. The base of the structure houses the Museum of Italian Unification. In 2007, a panoramic elevator was added to the structure, allowing visitors to ride up to the roof for 360-degree views of Rome. The monument holds the tomb of the unknown soldier with an eternal flame, built under the statue of goddess Roma after World War I. The eclectic structure was designed by Giuseppe Sacconi in 1885. It was inaugurated in 1911 and completed in 1925. Then, when the sun went down, all the monuments changed personalities under the artificial light. Our next visit was to Piazza Navona, home of three fantastic fountains.